Kick it up, get your deja vu. Children's and mothers, their sisters and brothers. Diane, what's the plan? Diane, hold my hand. Diane, what's the plan? Diane, hold my hand. Red roses and Mozart over. Red roses and Mozart over. Break through, you believe me, brother. Just gotta love each other. Red roses and Mozart over. Red roses and Mozart over. Break through, you believe me, brother. Start young, you lovely usher. People act tough, people be like whoa. People say try, people be like don't. Children's and mothers, their sisters and brothers, all shake it up till the kids improve. War zone, battleground, the school, over and under the lightning and thunder. Diane, what's the plan? Diane, hold my hand. Diane, what's the plan? Diane, hold my hand. Red roses and Mozart over. Red roses and Mozart over. Break through, you believe me, brother. Just gotta love each other. Red roses and Mozart over. Red roses and Mozart over. Break through, you believe me, brother. Start young, you lovely ushers. Red roses and Mozart over. Red roses and Mozart over. Break through, you believe me, brother. Just gotta love each other. Red roses and Mozart over. Red roses and Mozart over. Break through, you believe me, brother. Start young, you lovely ushers.
I'm Doofles, and today I'm out here at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Dollywood is one of my favorite parks, home to some fantastic roller coasters, great food, and beautiful scenery. I'm so glad to be back here, and I cannot wait to get back on the roller coasters. Let's go have some fun. No rides closed today. Perfect. Alright, I'm in the park now, and the first stop, like always, is going to be at Lightning Rod, this time without a launch. Oh, I missed this part. This is great. New this year at Dollywood is the Dolly Parton experience. I'll have to come back and check that out later. So right now the gates have just opened, so the crowds are pretty low right now, but that could very well change later. We shall see. Oh, look at these flowers. Wow. Oh, I see a familiar sight. I see a big wooden structure over there. Let's get a little bit closer. Yeah, I think I've seen this type before, but something's a little different about it this time. I don't see any LSM stators. It's a little odd. And here I am at the first ride of the day. I am the very first in line for Lightning Rod. Let's go. Not quite open yet, but shouldn't be too long. first one in line. Let's go. I am the very first one in line for Lightning Rod. Cannot wait.
I got a gal, she looked just fine. Always bring me whiskey and wine. Breakfast in the morning and dinner at night. Everything she do just right. And when I say what you want me to do, she said just one thing that I want from you. A little bit of rock, a little bit of roll, a little bit of rock, ooh, a little bit of roll, a little bit of rock, a little bit of roll, itty bitty little bit of rock and roll. We went to a dance, she was looking swell, spinning around just like a carousel. Jitterbug boogie, swinging right, they're having a ball on Saturday night. The band leader said, what you want us to play? The kids all how to just take it away. A little bit of rock, a little bit of roll. I said a little bit of rock, ooh, a little bit of roll. Well, a little bit of rock, a little bit of roll. Itty bitty little bit of rock and roll.
Alright, I just got off my first ride of the day on Lightning Rod right there behind me. That ride is not the same. That really makes me sad. The chain lift is a lot slower. So first of all, the launch is gone. That element of the ride is completely removed. The chain lift is like 12 miles per hour. And the entire ride is a lot slower. It's very noticeable if you've ridden it before. So that's a bummer, but oh well, it's still a fun ride. It's just not what it used to be. Alright, I got off the new Lightning Rod maybe 5 minutes ago, and now it's time for my initial first reaction of the new ride. I say new ride because it's a very drastically different ride. If you've ridden the original Lightning Rod, and I mean like 2016 or 2017, this is completely different. There have been many iterations of this ride. It has had its wood track removed and replaced with steel track that has had the launch slowed down. So there are many different versions of this ride. I would call this Lightning Rod 3.0. It is a very different ride. It is a lot slower. I was going into it pretty hopeful, pretty optimistic. I had a smile on my face because I haven't ridden this ride in 8 months, and it used to be one of my favorites. I say used to be, because this ride is no longer my favorite, unfortunately. It is such a different ride. I can't even call it Lightning Rod. It is maybe like 15%, 20% slower. It's not that much slower, but that little difference in speed makes a huge difference. You get a lot less airtime on this new version. I mean, you still get airtime. Every hill still has airtime. Even the hill after the lift hill on the main drop, you get a little pop of airtime. You still get airtime, but it is not nearly as much. The airtime is much, much weaker. The airtime is not nearly as strong as it used to be. It's more so of a floater ejector airtime. You used to get flung out of your seat on every single hill, and now you don't really get that anymore, and that makes me very sad. Lightning Rod used to be a ride that wowed me every single time I rode. I used to come off that ride thinking, this is insane, how is this even possible? And now I just come off the ride thinking, this is okay, this is a pretty good ride. Lightning Rod used to be one of the most forceful roller coasters I've ever ridden, and it is not nearly as forceful as it once was, so it's not the same ride in any way. It has the same name, it has the same layout, but the speeds are different, the forces are different. I consider it a different roller coaster. It's not the same anymore. It is only like 10 a.m. though, so I'm gonna come back later in the day, give it another try. I'll see what I think. And now I think the second ride of the day is going to be on FireChaser Express. This fun little Gerslauer family coaster. Fun little ride. I haven't been on this in a while. FireChaser Express was a lot of fun. I normally don't head to this ride first, but since this was the second ride of the day, it didn't have hardly any line yet, which is great. It normally has like a 30-40 minute wait. There used to be a giant fountain and during Christmas a Christmas tree over here, but now it is just a big construction wall. Wonder what they're making. So Lightning Rod was pretty disappointing, but the day is not ruined. I'm still having fun. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm gonna give it a couple more rides later in the day, see how it goes. But also keep in mind that was my #1 favorite roller coaster for the longest time. So I might be exaggerating a little bit, so I might be being a little bit dramatic, but I'm trying to be as objective as possible. Now it is into Wildwood Grove I go for Big Bear Mountain. Here is the third ride of the day, this awesome family launch coaster, Big Bear Mountain. It looks like it already has a bit of a line, unfortunately. Oh well. Yes, I don't know if you can tell from that off-ride footage, but there's no music during the ride, unfortunately. The ride is also on 2 train operations today, so the line is pretty long. Dollywood is a beautiful park, like always, especially Wildwood Grove. It's absolutely beautiful here, but so far the rides haven't quite lived up to expectations. Hopefully that changes. Yeah, I am not going to ride Mystery Mine today. That is well above an hour-long wait. It goes all the way up there, and then there's more switchbacks inside the building. It goes out the entrance. Yeah, no way. Today is a Tuesday in May. I have no clue why the park is so busy today. It's a Tuesday at 11 a.m. What's going on? Oh, look at that. No way. I am not waiting in that. The midways are pretty busy too. Not quite packed yet, but quite a few people on the midways, especially for 11 a.m. It was getting a little hot there for a minute. It's like 80 degrees out, felt like 82, but the clouds came out. It is a beautiful day now. I'm out here at this Dollywood Flower and Food Festival stand. I think I'm gonna try the back porch barbecue chicken and mac. That looks pretty good. Let's look at the other offerings. This is over by Lightning Rod, in between Lightning Rod over there and the County Fair over there. Alright, I got the Dragonfly Lemonade. It's got a lemon in there, it's got some boba. And then I got the barbecue chicken mac and cheese. It has ranch, it has green onions. I'm gonna dig around a little bit in there. Looks really good. So the barbecue chicken mac and cheese was $12.99. The lemonade was $5.99. It came out to $21.02. Not too bad. The barbecue chicken mac and cheese is really good. So is the lemonade. This lemonade is great. It is a very small portion of food because it's for the food festival, but it's still really good. It's $12, so pretty reasonable for the portion size.
Day after dreary day, it kept on raining. We watch the muddy rivers run by. What's the use of sitting and complaining? Off to the east, the sun is on the rise. Walk along, walk along. Raise your voice and sing a joyful song. You can leave your heavy load by the side.
I always love stopping by the Wings of America showbirds area, especially on a busy day like today. Just come check out the birds.
Travelers on the road, there are so many, each and one just looking for a friend. Reasons to give in there are plenty, so lend your fellow man a helping hand.
So if you didn't believe that it was actually busy today on a Tuesday, Blazing Fury has a line, and that ride never has a line, so yeah, busy day here. It is busy today. Oh my goodness. Alright, so right now, Wild Eagle has a 30-minute wait, Tennessee Tornado has a 50-minute wait, and FireChaser Express just broke down. So the only ride that is really working is Lightning Rod at a 10-minute wait, so I'm gonna head back there now. And now it's time for a ride on Thunderhead.
Those who ride to Thunderhead will experience 2 G-forces. All riders are clear.
Okay, I just got off Thunderhead, and that very well might be the best ride here. That is, with the new Lightning Rod at least, this is probably the best ride here. Such a fun ride. I was a little disappointed with the day so far, but this easily made up for it. Such a fun ride. One of my favorites here in general. One of my favorite rides in general. Such a fun ride. Okay, so I just walked back over to Big Bear Mountain. The wait time is 45 minutes, so either way I probably wouldn't have ridden it. But right now the ride audio still doesn't work. There is no on-ride music, which is really odd to me. My one-day ticket was $92 here. After tax it was over $100. So for one day that costs $100, I would expect everything to work. And it really bums me out that the audio on Big Bear Mountain isn't working today. But oh well. And now, I'm gonna grab a ride on Wild Eagle. just got off Wild Eagle, and that is such a fun ride. That drop in the back row is really intense. It's a really steep drop. It's just so much fun. It might be my favorite wing coaster. It's pretty close with Gatekeeper, but that is such a fun ride right up there. So the drop on Gatekeeper has a lot of hang time, and it's a really fun drop. But the drop on Wild Eagle up over there, it is really intense. It is very steep. It is very thrilling, and I think that's why I prefer Wild Eagle.
Hey, Dollywood, you want to keep the fun going all year long?
It looks like the crowds are clearing out quite a bit. This is normally a quite congested area.
On your next visit, stop by any ticket window at the front gate for more information. All fun.
Also, I feel the need to mention that the operations today have not been very efficient. Most rides have 4 to 5 minute dispatches, which for this park is not very good. Especially the major attractions, Wild Eagle, FireChaser Express, Big Bear Mountain takes a very, very long time to dispatch those trains. Now I'm going to check out the Dolly Parton experience, the park's new for 2024 area. Oh, this area looks much better than before. This is pretty cool. Giant Dolly butterfly over here at Songteller, Dolly's Journey. Unfortunately, I'm not going to wait 30 minutes to hear about Dolly's Journey, but it looks pretty cool. Listen, I love Dolly Parton as much as the next guy, but I think I would rather ride Lightning Rod than wait 30 minutes to read about Dolly's life. 5-minute wait. Alright, I have now been on the new Lightning Rod with a chain lift 3 times, so once in the front row, once in the back row, then once in row 9. It's a good ride still. It's a really good ride still. It's just not excellent. It used to be the best ride in the world, my favorite hands down, and insane ride, and it's not that anymore. I think it's probably in the middle tier of RMC coasters. I think probably Twisted Timbers, Steel Vengeance, Iron Gwazi all have stronger airtime now. The airtime is a lot weaker, unfortunately, but it's still a great ride, lots of fun. I still really enjoy that ride, thankfully. The first time I got off it, I was pretty sad because it was not the ride I remembered at all. It is a completely different ride, but that's okay. So it is now about 4:30 p.m. The ride has warmed up plenty. It's 80 degrees out. It has had all the time in the world to warm up. I can't really tell much of a difference compared to earlier in the morning. So it's not a matter of the ride warming up and the wheels getting warmer and the track getting warmer. The ride's fine. This is how the ride is supposed to be, and it's okay. And unfortunately, it is noticeably different from before. It is noticeably slower, and that's a real shame, but it is what it is. They had to do this to improve the ride's capacity. From my understanding, they had to do this to improve the ride's reliability and capacity. So as much as I wanted the old Lightning Rod to stay, I don't think that's a possibility. I don't think that was ever a possibility. If it stayed, it probably would have had a 90-minute wait all the time, and I mean, that would have been worth it. I would wait 3 hours for that ride, but not this one. So like I said, the ride is noticeably slower now, especially the chain lift. So where you used to hit the launch fins and where you used to start accelerating up the hill, there's now drive tires there, and they actually slow you down before you hit the chain lift. So now instead of a launch, there's a trim brake, and I find that hilarious. The ride actually slows down before it goes up the chain lift, and that chain lift is so slow, it kills me. Because there's speakers. The speakers play like engine revving. There's engines revving, it gets you all excited, excitement builds, and then you just start creeping up a lift hill, and nothing happens. And it's a stark contrast to the ride it used to be. It's a real shame. And you know, Lightning Rod used to be my favorite roller coaster in the world. Out of all the 160 roller coasters I've ridden, Lightning Rod has always been my favorite, but unfortunately not anymore. It's probably like in the middle tier now, but it's still a great ride. I'm just happy I got to ride it with the launch, especially in 2017 before they slowed the launch down. That was just such a good ride, and I'm so glad I got the chance to ride it. Launched Lightning Rod was such an insane ride back in the past, and I'm so happy I got the treat of being able to experience it years ago. Launched Lightning Rod was also one of my first major thrill coasters. I've been coming to this park all the time growing up, so I've been on Lightning Rod probably 100 times over the course of the past like 5 or 6 years. I feel really lucky to have been able to ride that ride so many times in its original form with the launch. It was just such a treat. I am sad that it's gone, but I am just so happy that I got the chance to ride it. I just feel so lucky. It was such a treat. It was so special to me. It was a really special ride to me. I'm sad that it's gone, but I'm happy that I had it to begin with. At first, I was a little bit disappointed by my day at Dollywood. I got interrupted by this duck on this pathway. He is not happy with me. He just ran up to me and started quacking. Goodness gracious. What's your problem? So I was a little bit underwhelmed by my day at Dollywood at first, but I think that's just because I've had so many amazing, perfect visits in the past, and it's hard to top a perfect visit. So Lightning Rod is now slower. Big Bear Mountain, the audio didn't work. There were many crowds today, very long lines. So it's just hard to top the perfect visits I've had in the past. This wasn't a bad visit by any means. I had a great time today. I really did. It was a very good visit. It just wasn't perfect. There were small things, and I've had amazing visits in the past, and it just didn't quite compare. That doesn't mean I had a bad day. It just wasn't the same as it once was, if you know what I mean. So over the past couple years, the ticket prices and costs in general at Dollywood have gone through the roof, and in my opinion, the rides and experiences here have gone a bit downhill. So I didn't have a bad visit by any means, but if you know what I mean, I paid over $150 today, and I don't think it was worth it, especially compared to a $40 Cedar Point ticket or something like that. I could go to Universal for the same price. So it wasn't a bad visit, but it wasn't quite the same as it used to be. So I didn't get to ride as much as I wanted to due to the large crowds, but I still got to get on some of my favorite roller coasters, and I had a pretty good time overall. I really enjoyed the food and flower festival. Like, look at those giant flower statues behind me. Those are just so cool. I really enjoyed those. The food and the flowers were definitely my favorite part of today. Second were the rides. The rides were pretty good, just not as good as I remembered. Now it's back under the umbrellas, heading back to the park entrance. This is just about the end of my day here at Dollywood. Oh, I love this. I love these flowers. Look at this. It's an umbrella. It's like those umbrellas, but it's plants. I think before I leave, I'm gonna grab a lemonade cupcake. That sounds good. I got a lemonade cupcake from the bakery right next to the main entrance. I was gonna leave, but something caught my eye as I was leaving. I had to try it. Look how cute it is. It has a little bumblebee on the cupcake icing. That's adorable. I'm gonna dig into it right now. Okay, the lemonade cupcake is really good. It was $7.20, I believe. Was it worth it? Maybe. It's really good. I love the Flower and Food Festival. It's not the Food and Flower Festival, it's the Flower and Food Festival. Really good food here. Really nice festivities too. I love the flower statues. It's a great atmosphere here. So I know I've complained a lot about the crowds and the rides, but overall I'm having a good time here at Dollywood. I just don't know if it was quite worth the $200 I've almost spent. Now it's time to exit through the Emporium. Alright, well that is the end of my day out here at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's not the best visit to Dollywood I've ever had, but it wasn't a bad one either. It was a pretty good day overall. If you enjoyed watching, stay tuned. I have many more amusement park vlogs coming in the future. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cupcake!